Get ready for a fascinating journey into the world of elephants, the gentle giants of Earth. Today, we're going to explore the origin, characteristics, evolution, types, and habitat of these magnificent animals. If you're passionate about nature and want to learn more about these incredible creatures, leave your like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any content like this. The history of elephants is as ancient as it is fascinating, dating back tens of millions of years. They belong to the order Proboscidea, a group of mammals characterized by the presence of a proboscis or trunk. The earliest ancestors of elephants were very different creatures from those we know today. The oldest known ancestor is the Moeritherium, which lived about 37 to 35 million years ago. It looked more like a small tapir or hippopotamus, living in swamps and having a very rudimentary trunk. Over millions of years, evolution shaped these beings. A closer relative, the Gomphotherium, emerged about 15 million years ago. These animals already had more developed trunks and 4 tusks to upper and to lower, indicating an adaptation to feed on a wider variety of vegetation. The evolutionary peak of proboscideans was reached with the mammoths and mastodons, which lived during the Ice Ages. Mammoths, especially the woolly mammoth, are the most famous, adapted to cold climates with their bodies covered in dense fur and long curved tusks. Mastodons, in turn, had a diet more focused on shrubs and leaves, with straighter tusks. Both went extinct thousands of years ago, likely due to a combination of climate change and human hunting. Modern elephants, which appeared more recently in the evolutionary line, are the sole survivors of this vast order of giants. They carry in their DNA the memory of millions of years of adaptation and transformation. Elephants are known for their remarkable intelligence and complex social lives. The expression elephant memory is real. They have an impressive ability to remember water sources, paths, other elephants, and even humans, even after many years. This memory is vital for their survival in arid environments. Elephants communicate in various ways, through vocalizations, trumpeting, body language, and fascinatingly through infrasound, low-frequency sounds that can travel for kilometers through the ground and air, allowing communication between distant herds. They live in matriarchal societies, where the matriarch, the oldest and most experienced female, leads the herd. They're responsible for guiding the group, teaching the calves, and making crucial decisions for the clan's survival. Young males, upon reaching sexual maturity, generally leave the herd to live alone or in male groups, returning to interact with females only during mating season. Elephants demonstrate a complex range of emotions. They mourn the loss of loved ones, perform mourning rituals by touching the bones of their dead with their trunks, and show empathy, helping injured or struggling members. Their ability to feel joy, sadness, and even anger is a testament to their profound sensitivity. There are 3 living species of elephants, each with its peculiarities. African savanna elephant Loxodonta africana. It is not only the largest but also the largest living terrestrial animal. Found in the vast savannas and some semi-areas of sub-Saharan Africa, males are notably larger than females, reaching up to 4 meters 13 feet tall at the shoulder and weighing between 6 to 7.5 tons. And the largest specimen ever recorded weighed about 12.3 tons. Its skin is gray, extremely thick, and with few hairs, but sensitive to touch. Its concave back differentiates it from the Asian elephant, which has a more arched spine, and the forest elephant, which is smaller and straighter on top. Its legs are thick and robust, designed to support its colossal weight, and its wide, padded feet help distribute this mass, allowing it to move with surprising lightness and silence. The African savanna elephant's ears are enormous, shaped like a map of the African continent. They are vital not only for hearing but primarily for body thermoregulation. The tusks are elongated upper incisors, made of ivory, that grow continuously throughout the animal's life. Both males and females have them, although those of males tend to be larger and more impressive. African forest elephant Loxodonta cyclodus. It was once considered a subspecies of the savanna elephant, but recent studies have confirmed they are distinct species, having separated evolutionarily millions of years ago. It is the true ghost of the forests of Central Africa and is visibly smaller and more compact than the savanna elephant. Its shoulder height rarely exceeds 2.5 meters 8.2 feet. This smaller size is a perfect adaptation for moving through dense vegetation. Its skin tends to be slightly darker, and its hairs, though sparse like those of its savanna cousin, may be a bit more evident. The forest elephant's ears are more rounded and less African map-shaped than those of the savanna elephant. Its tusks are straighter and thinner, generally pointing downwards, which makes them ideal for navigating and clearing paths in dense forests, as well as digging for roots and minerals in the forest floor. They can also have a pinker hue. Some males have tusks so long they almost touch the ground. It lives in the dense tropical forests of the Congo Basin and other forested regions of Central and West Africa. Its diet consists mainly of fruits, leaves, and tree bark. They are crucial for seed dispersal in the forest, acting as true gardeners of the ecosystem. Forest elephant herds tend to be smaller and more dispersed than savanna herds. Despite their smaller size, their birth rate is also slower, which makes them particularly vulnerable to illegal hunting. Unfortunately, the forest elephant is one of the endangered elephant species. Its population suffered a dramatic decline, about 65% between 2012 and 2014, due to intense poaching for its ivory, which is harder and therefore more valuable, and the destruction of its habitat by logging and agricultural activities. Asian elephant, Elephas maximus. It is the only living species in the genus Elephas and the largest terrestrial mammal in Asia. Despite its size, it is generally smaller than the two African species, though still a giant. Males can weigh up to 5 or 6 tons and be about 2.5 to 3.5 meters, 8.2 to 11.5 feet tall at the shoulder. Its head is prominent, with 2 bumps on top, and its back is more arched or straight compared to the concavity of the African elephant. Its skin is generally darker, with pinkish or grayish depigmentation spots in some areas. Ears, trunk, forehead. The Asian elephant's ears are notably smaller and more rounded than those of its African cousins. As they live in climates where heat dissipation through the ears is not as critical, its tusks are generally smaller and present only in a percentage of males. Females, most of the time, do not have tusks or have small protrusions called tushes. The tip of the Asian elephant's trunk has only 1 finger, while African species have 2. They inhabit a variety of environments in Asia, from dense and humid forests to grasslands and mountainous areas, covering countries like India, Sri Lanka, Thailand, Indonesia, Sumatra, and Borneo, and Nepal. Their diet is herbivorous and varies with the habitat, including grasses, leaves, tree bark, and fruits. The species is classified as endangered by the IUCN. The main threats are habitat loss and fragmentation due to human and agricultural expansion, and illegal hunting, mainly of tusked males. Conflicts between humans and elephants are also a growing concern. Both the African savanna elephant Loxodonta africana and the African forest elephant Loxodonta cyclodus can live an average of 60 to 70 years in the wild. This longevity is a testament to their resilience and adaptation to African environments. Asian elephants generally have a slightly shorter life expectancy in the wild, ranging from 48 to 60 years, with some individuals potentially reaching up to 70 years in ideal conditions. An Asian elephant in Taiwan even lived 86 years in a zoo, which is a notable case but not the average. This longevity, however, changes drastically in captivity. Zoos see African and Asian elephants living, on average, only 17 and 19 years, respectively. The 3 species of elephants are incredible beings, each adapted to its specific environment, but all face an uncertain future due to human action. Protecting these giants is fundamental for the health of ecosystems and global biodiversity. I hope you enjoyed learning more about these giants. If this video inspired you, leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more fascinating content about the animal kingdom. Which elephant species did you find most interesting? Leave your comment. See you in the next video.